Eventually, the game will load. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins, and today we are arriving at the city of Denerim. The seat of power of our enemy, Loghain. However, we're not going to be spotted right away. We'll see if a cutscene triggers. No, okay. We're in the markets. Our companions are with us. We also just unlocked Zevran as a new companion. And I can show you that this is just an area we'll be spending a lot of time, but there's a few side quests we can clear up here. As well as one quest for Alistair, and that's about it. There's some elves standing around.
I imagine you have already composed a suitable ballad to commemorate the events at Redcliffe, Leliana.
Why would I do such a thing?
You have taken up your instruments once again, have you not? So to speak. A bard takes events of great import and puts them to tale.
What happened at Redcliffe was horrible. So many people died, and they were violated by unimaginable evil forces.
That was not so difficult, was it? You may wish to add music, however.
You make it sound as if you enjoyed what happened there. I can barely stomach to think of it.
But we were successful in the end. Victory without cost has little worth.
I just think of what that poor little boy went through. No, I don't want to glorify what happened there.
Then who will learn from these events? I would think on it some more, were I you.
Morgan makes it sound like she enjoyed what happened there, but she has a point. Here is Sarah, who I think we have to give something to for the Blackstone Irregulars, one of those mercenary quests we picked up. No? Okay.
Good day.
Good day. Well, there is someone around here that we have to give something to. I can look at my journal. You can say Blackstone Irregulars. Denerim's alienage. Oh, that's probably an elf that we have to do that to. Layson in Denerim. A deserter, which is probably in one of the alleyways or something. 5 hooded couriers in Denerim. So we'll figure that out. These ladies we could talk to, but there isn't that much of interest for us. We cannot enter the Denerim chantry, and I mean it's pretty small, isn't it? It's not that big of a chantry. It's smaller than the one in Redcliffe, but we're not allowed in.
In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Olma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kaelin died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
Why is the cathedral closed?
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
They didn't retrieve a lot of the bodies either, including King Kaelin's. What is wrong with your friend?
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Val Royeaux years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the lyrium that does this.
Lyrium did this to him? Why doesn't he stop taking it?
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else.
I'll come back later.
May the light of the Maker guide your steps.
New Codex on Templars, and this is a very interesting one. Let's see, there is... I'll read you this first bit at least. Often portrayed as stoic and grim, the Order of Templars was created as the martial arm of the Chantry. Armed with the ability to dispel and resist magic, in addition to their formidable combat talents, the Templars are uniquely qualified to act It's both a foil for apostates, mages who refuse to submit to the authority of the Circle, and the first line of defense against the dark powers of blood mages and abominations. This part is important, something that touches on what we just discovered with this gentleman here. The Templar's power derives from the substance lyrium, a mineral believed to be the raw element of creation. While mages use lyrium in their arcane spells and rituals, Templars ingest the primordial mineral to enhance their abilities to resist and dispel magic. Lyrium use is regulated by the Chantry, but some Templars suffer from lyrium addiction, the effects of which include paranoia, obsession, and dementia. Templars knowingly submit themselves to this treatment in the service of the Order and the Maker. So, basically, they take young boys from a very early age. And girls too, actually. There are female Templars. You don't really get to see any that I recall in this game. But especially in Inquisition, we know that there are several. But they're trained from a young age to be highly religious, highly loyal, and good at combat. And they wear this heavy, very heavy armor. Then they are made to, take vows and then ingest lyrium, which basically makes them addicted to this as a drug. But at the same time, ingesting lyrium as a non-mage gives them the abilities of dispelling magic, resisting magic, because those are essentially magics themselves. It is described in Inquisition as Templars are reinforcing reality, rather than conjuring the fantastical and magical. So that is a kind of a distinction, but they are essentially using magic to resist magic. And there is another Chanter's board here. We can eliminate criminals in the back alleys of Denerim. Let's see, there are people that have gone missing. If we can find this man Rexel. Master Fazil lost his antique sextant, which we can find somewhere. And there will be conflict through Logain's forces. I think this is posted as like we need to support Logain and this is where his troops are gonna be. But we can actually intervene on behalf of the other side. So this will unlock a bunch of locations in the city and outside for us to visit. There's also Sister Justine, but I don't think we have anything for her yet.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
You're just describing your job, though. What's a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
There are still relics to be found after all these years?
My thought exactly, but I'm perpetually amazed at how quickly people accept fantastic claims at face value. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
It's a very good lesson to learn. Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
Let's see. Do you think the Urn of Sacred Ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
I've got to go. Farewell.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the chantry.
Well, we're not allowed in, as it turns out. She had a very good opinion on that. Oh, hey, Duncan. Where are you going? He's found a kid.
Puppy!
Where are your mother and father?
Puppy!
No, you can't keep him.
Those who bring ham. And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I
Anyway,
know the chant like the back of my hand.
she had a pretty good take on faith and reason. Speaking of puppy, can I move the camera a little bit? No, not really. There's a dog. Here's a guy from the Mages Collective. Oh, the Scrolls of Banastor. Procure me copies, yes. Let's see. The Great Mage Reynold hasn't been seen. Was last seen traveling in the direction of the Brazilian forest. Continued devotion to our safety requires certain concessions on our part. We ask that someone grace our good friends with the gift of lyrium. 10 lyrium potions. And then give them in Radcliffe. It's a bribe. Blood of warning. Mark the front door of each home with the goat's blood from the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the chantry can threaten them. I'll accept all of them. I mean, that is like a lot of quests to all have active at any one point.
All men
However,
are the work of our Maker's hand.
we will do this regardless. So here, Blood Mage's relative, so we can mark the door. And that way, they will know that they could be hunted by the chantry. Here we are on the market square.
They say you can get anything here. I once got pickpocketed.
Well then, Alistair. I believe it was meant to be bigger. Like here's an herbalist.
Good morrow to you, love.
I'd like to trade.
Certainly.
But yeah, I'd heard that there was meant to be more that you could actually trade here. But it was limited in the actual game. And as you can tell, we have that herbalist we could trade with. There is Gorim over there, who is a dwarf that you meet if you played a dwarf noble. And then there is Caesar and Master Ignacio over here, who we will talk to in a moment. Fade.
What is it? I have work to do.
I have a letter for you from your master.
What does it say? I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
There's that one done. There's another door to mark.
As you wish.
Here's a knight commander.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you.
What do I have he might be interested in?
I doubt that. Yes, you're right. This is very interesting. I'll take this note from you, and I'll confiscate this lyrium as evidence. You have done a great thing here, friend. Those rogue mages' days are numbered.
Quest completed. You've turned in the 10 lyrium potion. Ah. Oh, okay, I did this the wrong thing then. That is, I did not know I could do that. So I turned in the potions and a note to the Knight Commander to show, hey, they are working together with a Templar. But otherwise I could have given it to a corrupt Templar in Redcliffe, where it would have benefited the relationship between these mages and the Templars.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Key
Won't
required.
find better.
What kind of key? I can do this, I can take that.
Dwarven crafts.
And I can also open this other chest. Easy enough.
All set.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
So yet another quest opportunity is talking to Master Ignacio.
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
You're not from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Do you need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
Farewell.
Luck be to you, Warden.
He knows I'm a warden without me telling him. But he will have opportunities for us later.
I recognize you. From Ostagar.
Oh, hello.
Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Me, a Grey Warden? You must be mistaken.
Pardon me, sir. You must think I'm a fool. You really do look like... too much ale. Yes, too much. Excuse me.
That sounds like Zevran's voice actor. Yeah, you can also fight him here, because he's a bit weird and wants to fight you for some reason.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store? I've been meaning to spruce up my boots for the longest time.
Here are two definitely not mages standing around. Wonders of Theda's shop is a very nice shop. So warehouse, here's the mysterious door. Here is where we turn in the painted box that we found way at the beginning of the game. The door opens a crack in response to your knock. There is a light breeze like a change in pressure. Present the small painted box. A large shadow nods. A pouch of coins appears in exchange. The door closes. And that's it. That's all there is to that. Now, the Wonders of Thedas is a nice shop. Definitely a more magical oriented one. Get some codex entries here. Oh, here's an apprentice.
Yes, make it quick.
I have a note from your master.
Strange. Let's see this. I knew it. I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
There we go. There is a proprietor of the store here.
Welcome to the Wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Browse the wares. Potions. Recipes. Tome of Arcane Technique, which is very expensive. Winter's Breath. Dragonbone Staff. Which has cold damage. And gives cold resistance as well. Not bad. Torch of Embers. Extra nature damage gloves. Could be useful. Reaper's Vestments. Extra constitution, armor, fire resistance, spell resistance, and chance to dodge attacks. That is something I want. Then there's another thing you could get here. That is the Archivist's Sash, which increases the experience you get from codex entries, which is funny to put on when you know you're about to get a codex entry. You can buy some runes. You can buy a Remarkable Garnet, which is a gift for Shale. Ancient Map of the Imperium. And a manual to learn how to become a spirit healer. Which might be interesting for us. I think I'll take that. So now we've unlocked the ability to become a spirit healer. Which is this one. +2 magic, minor combat health regeneration. Not all entities of the Fade are demonic. Many are benevolent entities consisting of life energy, which can be called upon to mend flesh and heal disease. And then we learn the same abilities that Wynn has.
Where do you think they get all this stuff? You think they, have any miniature golem dolls?
I'm sorry, Alistair, I looked, but I didn't see any. So what I can now do is put on the Archivist's Sash. And then I get 75 XP instead of 50. When I pick up a new codex entry. And it looks like that's everything I can get in this building. So let's also put on... I'll put back on my other belt. Reaper's Vestments. And then Morrigan, unfortunately, won't look as cool as her normal robes. But this is better stats for her. What kind of weapon does she have right now? Yeah, she has a good staff. Then what else is there to do? We can go to the tavern as well right here. It's another big building. There's a waitress.
This is where the nobility comes to get drunk and decide who is the most self-important of them all. Good times.
Because we aren't far enough in the story, there's not much to do here. There is a chest back there. We can also get another type of side quests from the bartender.
What can I get you, stranger?
Does anyone need help? Maybe with something not strictly legal? He glances around for prying eyes, then produces a few notes on behalf of quote-unquote interested parties. So now you can do some roguish quests. Correspondence interruptus, so we actually found some of those letters. And we can turn them in if we collect them all. A little mess that needs attention. I will need some toxin extract samples. And there you go. Ooh, not enough skill. But that could be lockpicked. Now, there are no nobles in the not noble tavern at the moment because we are not at that part of the story.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
I also always wonder about...
So what do you think will happen to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to Denerim. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
Don't you wish you could have stayed there? To help more people, I mean.
If the Blight isn't stopped, everyone will die. This is the greater good we're serving, both of us, right here.
So it's all right to let some people die for the greater good? I'm not so sure about that. I felt bad leaving all those people there, all panicked and helpless.
You're doing what you must, Alistair. There will be worse to come yet. You will need to steel yourself. You know this.
I've never been very good at that. The stealing myself part. I find it better sometimes to just be a little weak. I'm all right with that, really.
I don't believe you. And either way, it's not as if any of us has a choice.
Well, we will be stealing Alistair a little bit. We can inspect these rooms, but there isn't anything here right now. There's nothing in this chest at the moment. There is a book here though, so we can again, if we put on the Archivist sash and read this, we get a little bit more XP. And a second room that is
I could do that for you.
locked, but not for long. Now, is there anyone in here? Oh, there.
What are you doing?
Cleaning?
This is Lady Sophie's room.
Who is Lady Sophie? So, Logain's lackey, Arl Howe, his lover is Lady Sophie, and there is a side quest tied to breaking into this room. Sophie doesn't deserve your loyalty, so look the other way.
You're right. She has this coming. Just be quick. I don't want someone else coming in on you.
Alistair disapproves. Morgan approves. We take all this stuff. And then there is also a cabinet here. And that's everything in this room. And once again with this book. One of the nations in the world of Dragon Age. And then we just leave. Very simple. And we are a little richer now. And there's these guys, the Crimson Oars.
I'm a Crimson Oar. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for me men.
Pigs, all of them.
We can clear them out later. And I can point out that the alienage is through there, but we are not allowed to enter it until a certain point in the story. And there is also the smith over here. And the guard captain here, the sergeant. I can go into the Smith Wade's Emporium, Smith's place, and then see what they have for sale.
So tell me, was the Tower of Magi everything you thought it would be?
Abominations running rampant? Templars ready to slaughter every mage in sight? Yes, it rather met all my expectations.
You don't think you might have been better off getting your training there, instead of whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
I'll give you that one.
I'm so relieved.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Show me what you have for sale.
Certainly.
So you can buy lots of armor. It is decent, but we have better already. And then if we do find some good gear, like eventually we can find Drake skills and dragon skills from slaying them. And then Wade can make even better stuff with that. What's in this chest?
As you like.
A love letter. And that is exactly one more step that we needed for our side quest to collect all of those.
All men are the work of our Maker.
I'll leave it here for right now because I've already spent a good amount of time exploring the marketplace, but there's at least 2 more things I want to do here, so I'll see you for that next time.